Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gon' give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot.
It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And we're going to look here at Derrick Henry. He had the D's number a week ago, over 150 yards rushing. It's the Titans and the Bills on Thursday night.
From the home of the Bills since way back in 1973, there's a look at Highmark Stadium just outside of Buffalo, New York. Tonight it's on to Week 4 as we've got a good Thursday night matchup in store between the Tennessee Titans and the Buffalo Bills. Hello, everybody. With Chuck. Brandon Garden alongside the one and only Charles Davis. And CD, lots of compelling storylines in a game like this. Let's take a look at some of the numbers for these two offenses.
And I'm glad you brought up the numbers because sometimes it's hard to quantify a team's performance solely by judging the numbers. But I think with these two teams, what you see is a pretty accurate representation of who they are.
So here are the Titans now for their first drive. Leading the charge at quarterback, the former Georgia Bulldog, Matthew Stafford. Stafford going to throw from the outset. And his first pass is incomplete. This defense for the Bills, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
They do get... Staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. On the out route, he's got Mostert. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Henry running right. There's the stiff arm. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That burst good for 20 and a first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now Stafford. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 19. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
From the red zone now, Stafford. He gives this to Jones over the middle. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And I think this is a round we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short game.
And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal as he's able to take this inside the 10 to the 8. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, it's Henry. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal. Henry. They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. A very early decision to be made here.
There is, and I think that because they're the home team, I would ride that wave a little bit, and I would gamble and go for it.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Matthew Stafford. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Titans have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Boswell good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
Okay, I'm not taking a turn to negative town, even though it's going to sound like it. The 2 interceptions he threw last week, those obviously have to be eliminated, and that was the focus of practice this week. But let's face it, he did throw 3 touchdown passes.
And they got the win.
And they got the win, so I think it was a good week for him to work on things. Had some positives, the win being first and foremost. Now he's just got to eliminate those interceptions.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen, his throw incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Allen now looks to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Oliver. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first. On 4th down, Matt Ariza is sent on to punt. Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they...
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down.
That's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
Throwing on second and long. Stafford. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain of right around 35 yards on a play that started back inside their 10. Now that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Stafford now to throw. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills will have solid field position here as they take over at the 35-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Gets around him. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Down inside the 10. And all the way home for the Bills touchdown. A great play there. 39 yards. And the Bills are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Pretty clean and simple there, just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. So we're even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Stafford. He finds his man, complete. It's Phillips. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Henry up the middle. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They'll run it again with Henry. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. some room to work. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken. Now Sean McDermott is going to throw out the challenge flag.
Under review. After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
A good call there by Sean McDermott to throw the flag. A first down carry for Henry. And he's got room. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 97 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year, and the Titans have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell, and that makes the score 14-7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Singletary to get the drive started. They'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22. So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Allen going to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 16 yards there. The Bills have a first down. On play action, Allen. Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it. And all the way home for the Bills touchdown. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted in the high gear, he was an absolute blow out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence is right there.
And the numbers here very well. According to the next-gen stats, he topped out at an even 22 miles an hour. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Titans now just about ready to take over. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. How, Charles, remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's Stafford. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Phillips. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards to pick up there. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. Stafford. Complete outright to Kurz. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL than just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there and couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford, he's got it complete. Derrick Henry. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And the busy night for Henry continues. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch. And it's a Titans touchdown. Ian Thomas, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Titans will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Titans. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. To throw on 2nd and 10. Stafford to the right side and complete to Thomas. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Back to throw, Stafford. And that will be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Bills offense now for one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Allen now on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. To throw, it's Allen. The left side caught by Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So we reach halftime here. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Allen. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fielded just inside the 20. Can't ask for much more than that. A 50-yard punt followed by a loss on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Stafford. And this is incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to third and inches. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. 153 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
He'll take this to the 46.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Stafford throw complete there to Thomas. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. To throw is Stafford. He's got it. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Matthew Stafford. His third touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They got to get going.
Here's Allen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down. Throwing now is Allen. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. The 30. 10. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs. His second touchdown of the night. And the Bills are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action, but other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It'll be a gain of 5. And now third down and 6 to go.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Running left, it's Henry. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 174 yards rushing now on 23 carries so far. They'll try the right side with Henry. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Again to Henry. Room here to run. And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him. A handoff, running left, Henry. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Titans are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League. Back now in Buffalo. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. Oh, into a sea of defenders have intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Stafford. And this is caught by Curse. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame him?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing is Stafford. He's got his man. It's Curse. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Titans are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 24. A drive that time of 6 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Bills ready to take over. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Now Allen. He finds his man, complete. That's Oliver. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one. To the air, Allen. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Denzel Perryman coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Another try after the first down sack. Allen, and this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Bills. Khalil Shakir, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills get a bit closer. Allen will try to throw for it. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Inside handoff, Henry. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. My, oh my, 237 yards for him on the ground as this has been a night to remember to this point. They keep it with Henry on first down. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bills are going to get the football back at their own 17. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got it.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Amani Hooker, and the Titans are going to take possession of the football. Now a handoff to Henry. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Again, it's Henry. Uses the stiff arm. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. I have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Henry running right. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
That one to the sideline, and a nice catch there. He stays in bounds, but a penalty marker is down as well.
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Denzel Perryman able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. From his end zone on 3rd and long, Allen. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. CD, this is the ideal situation, the 4th quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 52 yards.
And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere 20 years.